Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are going to see a part that I have downloaded a picture from Google. So let's design this today. So as usual, we are going to start with a sketcher drawing, mechanical and a sketcher. Okay. So today actually I'm going to show you some new what we can say that features of Catia. Okay. So let me switch off my internet first. Okay, now what we can do, we are going to select a point, and it will be the center of the geometry. Okay, and I'm going to make a plane also with xy and hit ok here. So what we are going to do, we are going to see the sketcher part. So there are two type of sketches, simple the first one is the simple one, the sketch, and the second one is the position sketch. So let's see the what is the position sketch. In this we have two different types of position, sliding and the position. So we are going to select the position one, and for the reference we are going to select the plane. And in the second, the origin part, there we have a lot of things, but we are going to with the projection point, because we have selected a point over here. Select the point and hit ok. So it is now normal to the screen. So what we are going to do, we are going to design this complete part, starting with this the ground, I mean the base part, which is 40 mm widen and 34 mm, sorry, 40 mm length and 34 mm width. So let's go and design this part first. And one more thing, there's a fillet over here with 2 into r5. R5, that means the radius is 5 and it is 2 times, that means the first one and the second one, these two are of 5 radius. Okay, so let's do and design this way. So let's go with the, I think the rectangle, and let's select the center rectangle, and let's draw a rectangle over here, the square over here, I think so. So now what we are going to do, actually we are going not with the rectangle, let's go with the, sorry, not the square, the rectangle. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to dimension it with the dimensioning tool, that is the constraint tool, and give it a dimension of I think the 34 was there, no? So let's go with the 34. Yeah, and the second one was 40, so let's go with the 40. So here we go, it's now fully constrained. So we can go with these type, or we can go with like this. Let me undo this and let me show a new type. So how can we design this? So let's suppose we draw, sorry, we select a center rectangle, we draw this. Okay, and with the dimensioning tool we can go with like this one with this one to be what was the 20 mm, that's okay. And for this side, what we can do, we can go select the constant tool, and select this side and this side, and give it a dimension of 34 and a half. That means 34 divided by 2, we can give it like this and hit enter. So it is now constrained. Now what we have to do, we have to uh, fillet these two corners. So for that we are going to select the fillet tool, and sorry, yeah, like that, and let's give it a radius of 5 mm. And again with the second part, we can go second side, we can go like this also, and give it a dimension of 5 mm. So that's okay. And what we can do now, let's see. First, it's 34 from here to here. Okay, so we have did the, it's 40 into 40, I think so, because the 5 mm radius, and yeah, So let's correct this one and give it a dimension of 20 okay, that's okay. Or either we can go with like this. Let's delete this feature and go with the dimension, select this one, and for zooming, let's zoom it here and select this point. This should be 17 yeah, but this side also increased. So what we are going to do, we are going to 17 this one and 17 this one, and that's okay, I think so. Yeah, so now what we are going to do, we are going to pad this part. So let's exit the sketch and use padding over here. Yeah, okay. So what was the dimension for the padding? The height is 7 so let's go with the 7 dimension and hit enter. So the padded part is ready now. Now what we have to do, we have to select this one and go with the sketch again, and the we can go with the simple sketch now. We don't need a reference plane now. I'll bring it to center. Let's once rotate this and see what's, yeah, so we are on the opposite side, I think so. Let's center this and I can think we should go with the positioned one. So the plane is on this side, so select this plane, go with the positioned sketch, and the projection point will be the center again. Hit okay. Now what we have to do, we have to design this part. Okay, so for that what we can do, we can go with the 60 dimension, I think 60 minus 7, 53 rectangle. So and the width will be the same 7 so 7 inside the square. Okay, so let's select a rectangle, I think. Yeah, and snap point should be off such that we could draw from here to here. And now we should give some constraint to this. So for this, from this position will be I think 17. That's 20. What's going on? Let's zoom. That's not 20. That's 22. How? That means we have did some mistake over here. So we have to keep it at 20. And the dimension with this two will be also 20. And this one will be also be 20. Let's give it 20 sorry. And this length will be 7 so let's give it a dimension of 7 okay. And let's exit the sketch, first thing first, we have to redo this one, what we have did mistake in that. Let's go with the sketch, edit one, and let's give it a dimension with this and this one. It's red now, that means it is not valid. Let's control Z and delete this one. And what we can do now, uh, I think we should go with the constraint tool again and give it a dimension of 20 mm. Yeah, and then let's exit this one, and it's revealed, right? Yeah, so that's now ready. So what we have to do now, we have to select the sketch and go for, or what we can do, we can go with this sketch, and sorry, where we have to go with the sketch first. Go with the sketch, edit, yeah, select this one, and let's go with like this, or we can go with this, pressing control and selecting all the faces, not like that, or let's go with like this, exit, and go with the padding. It's not the, let's select the sketch again, and we can go with like this, not one, this one, we are going to select this one, this sketch, sketch 3, sketch 1, sketch 1, sketch 1, the sketch 3. Let's go with the sketch 3 and exit. We have to select, there is no operation, so let's close this, exit first, cancel this one, select third sketch and go with the padding. So what we have to do, we have to go with the 60 mm. Let's preview and hit OK. Let's zoom out and rotate this, so it's looking like that. Yeah, I think so. Now what we have to do, let's see the figure first. It's a semicircle of radius 20. So what we can do, we can go like this, select this face, go with the sketch, normal sketch, and we can draw over here. So what we have to draw a 3-point circle. We can go with this arc, select the center point. Yeah, I think we can go with the snap tool right now, and let's snap here, let's snap here, and let's snap here. So exit this one. Yeah, sorry, we have forgotten to draw a line over here. So for that we can go with the draw line tool and draw a line over here, exit the sketch, and let's go with the padding, and this time we have to draw opposite side. So reverse the direction, and the dimension will be 7 mm. preview and hit OK. So our this circular part is ready now. Now what we have to do, we have to draw this circle and create a hole. So for that, what we can do, we can select this face again and go with the sketch tool. Where is the sketch? Yeah, let's go with the sketch and select the circle, and let's draw a circle over here. And again another circle. Yeah, so the radiuses are R15 and R11. So for that, uh, what we can do, let's go with the constraint tool, and it's showing the diameter, so let's convert it to radius over here. And what was the radius? R is 15 of the outer side and the 11 in the inner side, so let's give it a 15 mm. And for the inner, again radius is 11, so give it 11. And now what we can do, we can go with exit sketch and go with the padding. It's 18 mm out, so let's go with the 18 mm. I think 18 mm, yeah, 18 mm. So that's okay, and hit OK over here. So the ready, I think so. Yeah, but we need to carve a hole over here, so let's go with the hole, and hole will be of diameter 22 mm. Let's see preview. Hit OK. It's ready, I think so. No, not ready yet. We haven't defined the hole correctly. So let's go with this and go with again with a sketch, I think. Yeah, select this circle, and what we can do, let's dimension it. Let's give it dimension of 11 mm radius, and exit the sketch and cut out. Preview. Oh, hit OK. So it's now ready. And now what we have to do, we have to design this part, the rib part. So for that, what we can do, we can either go with the bottom side of the design, this one, or with this one. We can draw it. So what should we do? We should go with the down one, and let's design two square over there. So let's go with the sketch. Oh, it's, let's hide this for a few minutes. Oh, set, it hid the whole part. So let's go with, select this one, only hide this one. It's hiding whole part. So let's exit and select the another face. Let's go with this one. Yeah, now what we can do, let's zoom it first. Let's see the dimension of this. I think there is no dimension given for that. Yeah, there is 20 mm, 20 mm, and 9 mm thick, 20 mm, 20 mm. So let's design two rectangle over here, and the difference between these are not given. It's not 9, it's 6. 6 mm apart from this. Okay, That's okay. So let's go with the rectangle, and let's draw a rectangle over here. Let's switch off the snap and draw a rectangle over here, and again another one. Now let's dimension these. For this we are double clicking it and select this face to this face to be 6 mm apart, and select this face to be 6 too. Okay, or either we can go with no, that's okay. And this face to this face will be 20 okay. Let's off it. Let's select, sorry, select, and we can go with delete. And now what we can do, we can select a center line and draw a center line over here. And then what we can do, we can select this one and mirror it to the other side. I think it will be same, yeah. And now what we can do, we have to define these two sides also. So for that I'm going to select this one and this one. This will be apart from 20 from this one, 27 and 20, it will be 47. Actually not this one, we have to define the bottom one from this face to be 27, yeah, that's okay. Now what we can do, exit the sketch and go with the padding tool, and it will be 20 again. So what now we have to do is, we have to rotate this one, select this face, and again go with the sketch, and let's crop this from this to this. Okay, so for that what we can do, we can go with the line tool, select this point to this point, get a rough idea. Again with the line, and one more. Now what we can do, we can define this with this one to be 47. Okay, and this point will be 27, yeah. And exit this one, and let's go with the cut. Let's increase this to let's go with 50 yeah. So the design that we have selected today is ready now. We can also provide some let's turn it off, and let's try to provide some material over this. Let's see it will take or not, but metal, and we can go with the brass. If not showing that, that's okay. but the main purpose was to design the part. So the part is ready now. So always try to make the design constraint, ISO constraint. If we see over here, there is a tool that shows that our design is constrained or not. For that we have to go with the sketch, and let's see here. Here is the sketch solving status. If we go here, we can see that it's ISO constrained. Okay, so always try to make that ISO constraint. So that's all for today, guys. We will see another part in another video, and thank you. Bye bye.